Lance, tell everybody who you are, where you work, who you work for.
Well, I'm Lance Sexton. I'm Executive Vice President of Servicing and Liquidation for Fountainhead Commercial Capital. I actually work out of Arkansas, but Fountainhead is based in Orlando, Florida.
You are one of the industry experts in terms of all things PPP, forgiveness, Section 912 payments,
the 11, 12
okay.
Yeah.
All of the things. Well, real quick, how's the conference going?
Oh, the conference is incredible, and it's so good to be back with my fellow SBA lenders, all the people that work in the industry. It's pretty incredible to be here, and I was telling my wife it was my birthday actually yesterday.
Oh, happy birthday.
And she let me be away from my birthday, but I explained to her how important it was for me to see my old SBA friends.
We were talking earlier with Helma Gentry, and she's like, it's like the family reunion that didn't get to happen one year. We waited a whole extra year to get together and do it. So
absolutely. Well, and the Mid-America Lenders Conference is so important. This is my 12th Mid-America Lenders Conference, and I've led breakout sessions for 10 years in a row, and got a pause last year, but I just finished a session up on servicing and liquidation.
How did that go? It sounds like it's an exciting topic, but certainly this year it's pretty relevant.
Well, there are two things that are going to happen. A, PPP servicing. We originated the PPP loans. We helped a lot of small businesses out, but there are some servicing requirements on PPP loans. We also talked about the guaranteed purchase process on PPP loans.
Okay.
SBA did an incredible job with the direct forgiveness portal, and their guaranteed purchase process, I've already submitted a few. Very simple, not a lot of information required, and we went from submission to getting paid on a guarantee in just a matter of 3 or 4 days.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, you guys at Fountainhead did a lot of PPP loans. I hope it's efficient for you because there's a bunch of them.
We've got our hands full managing the forgiveness process, but I'm happy to report we're about 95% through the 2020 loans, and we just hit the 50% mark on all loans.
Oh, that's great.
And we project we should be complete by the end of the year.
Well, we've been asking everybody the same couple of questions here, and so I want to ask you, is there one kind of lesson or thing, personally or professionally, that you've learned or taken away from all the adversity of the last year and a half that you're grateful that you've learned moving forward?
Well, I talked about this in my session briefly. We collect as SBA lenders a resume from the borrower. And quite often that's a document we just throw in the file and don't pay a lot of attention to. Borrower experience, borrower qualifications has become so important in the pandemic because small businesses are facing difficult times, and a skilled, seasoned borrower is the best kind to have. So, one of the things, it's an old standard in lending, is what is the borrower's background and experience? Well, I think that's more important now than ever.
Yeah. That is a good lesson to take forward for folks that are looking at deals and deciding whether they're gonna extend credit to those folks. And I think too, for small businesses, thinking about how I put myself forward, that experience, that character, that's really a big deal. The other question is there a success story, someone you've been able to help specifically that comes to mind over the last year through this COVID era that you're just really proud to have been a part of?
Well, I'd like to talk about an individual, but I just want to share with you the PPP loan program and the forgiveness process has resulted in numerous conversations with business owners across the country that told me we would have closed had it not been for the PPP loan. And I've had that conversation over and over again. So I think the big success story in my view is the speed with which SBA rolled the PPP loan program, because it couldn't have been a year development and helped the borrower small businesses. So I think not an individual story, but just a large group of small businesses that we help in a significant way.
I have stopped thinking about it, but when you think about the fact that we did about 10 times the amount of typical annual program volume in about 8 weeks.
Oh yeah. Well,
It's just remarkable.
Yeah, we did 10 years worth of lending in 2 months.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, Lance, I appreciate you joining us. Enjoy the rest of the conference.
Hey, I appreciate
it's good to do
it.
this
It's
in
good to visit
person,
with you.
and we're overdue some barbecue somewhere between Tulsa and Portsmouth.
We need to do that. That'd be fun. Thank you.
Thanks a bunch.